Hey guys, SpinoDude here, and today we're diving into a behind-the-scenes look at designing a dinosaur for ZOIC. While most of the dinosaurs in the first edition of the game are from the Creative Beast action figure lines, we knew eventually we would have to introduce new species with new designs as ZOIC's card roster expands. And pretty late into development, we saw an opportunity to create our very first one. While myself and Ross were designing the two decks for the two-player starter kit, we agreed that the Lizard Dragon deck would be themed mainly around tropical biome beasts. We wanted to give players a taste of skirmisher class pack building gameplay with this deck as well, but we ran into one problem. We didn't have a tropical biome pack leader. And so, a pitch was made to introduce our first new ZOIC debut species to the game. I pitched a good handful of dinosaurs that we explored the paleoecology of, some of which we're already planning on introducing as cards in future expansions. But one in particular stood out to both of us. The Spinosaurus triassicus. Hailing from the early Jurassic, the complete skull of this Chinese theropod was presented just a few years ago, giving us a more complete look at the character of this dinosaur. It was quite similar to Dilophosaurus, which actually led it to being placed under the Dilophosaurus genus prior to more material being unearthed. Once we were all in agreement that Spinosaurus was going to be our first ZOIC debut species, I got to work on color designs. I initially used a render of the Cyberzoic Dilophosaurus action figure to overlay my colors on. I just shaved down the size of the crest to distinguish it. As we went through many different tropical animals and concepts for coloration, Ross provided us with a properly proportioned render for the animal, and helped develop some of his own coloration ideas. This process took about a week to funnel everything down to a direction we all liked. The team was in general agreement that the toucan-based color schemes felt like they were close to what felt right for our Spinosaurus. And it was when I matched the dinosaur up with the cute little Choco toucan when everything fell into place. After I mocked up this design, we sent it to David Silva for approval, and after one more pass of adding some more bright green, we were good to go. Our Spinosaurus had a color design and was ready to roar to life. But next, we needed to locate an artist to create the illustration for the final card. That was when we discovered Hator. Hator's incredible art style and use of colors was absolutely perfect to bring our tropical Spinosaurus to life. Once he began to work with us, Hator provided us with several thumbnails to help us decide on the composition of our piece. And it was a hard decision. Each one brought a unique and dynamic flair to the scene. We ultimately decided to combine two of them into a single concept that would equally showcase the Spinosaurus and the gorgeous tropical environment beautifully. And then, Hator got to work. And a couple weeks later, our Spinosaurus was here. All that was left to do was plug it into the card. In gameplay, Spinosaurus has proven to be a deadly addition to any tropical skirmisher decks. Its ability allows you to potentially get an attack boost on its next attack, as long as you have members in your pack. We hope you all enjoy our first ZOIC debut species as much as we do when the game launches, and we hope you enjoyed this peek into the development process of bringing a dinosaur to life in ZOIC. Always remember to survive, adapt, evolve. SpinoDude